before the scene, there's commitment. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, commitment can mean many different things. There's commitment to the work, there's commitment to showing up, there's commitment to practice and practice and practice. These are all givens, but the commitment that I'm speaking about is the the commitment within the work, the commitment within the scene, that commitment to really fully invest yourself into the world of an imaginary circumstance that has been created within that scene. And in order to really, you know, get to that moment, right, of that best moment for that scene and the truest version, you really need to commit to those circumstances, commit to the scene, the craziness, the drama, the anger, the joy, whatever is taking place. And how do you get there? Funny you should ask. Well, practice, practice, and practice. During my walks, I will try to tie previous walks into my present walks because they're all related. They all, in one way, shape, or form, a majority tie into that. And there's a certain commitment that you expect. And I thought I heard it clicking, and I'm like, oh no, it's happening again. But I think it's just a power line. And in order to be able to really, to fully commit within that performance, you can't live it. You can't live within your head, and that comes from preparation, and that comes from practice. Because unless you know the material and not reading from a piece of paper, you're not going to be able to fully invest yourself into that scene. And I thought that was cooking again, but it's salt because it's a snowy, wintry New England day here today. This paranoia that's now set up within me of all these other aspects, right? And coming back to distractions, right? See, I don't script this. So there are all these outside forces and things happening that are taking place that will distract me and pull me away from my train of thought. But and that's why we do this. That's why I walk. That's why I record. That's why I get better. And ideally, it's water dripping. Ideally, I'm like, why is that noise? Um, as I do this day after day after day, um, there will exist this kind of like a baseline of, you know, someone who, you know, has this role, has this set of circumstances that are built up, and it will allow me to block out all the background noise. But this is live, this is real, this isn't scripted. So when I accept the circumstances around me, but unlike a theater or a film set, it's not a closed environment where those circumstances are blocked out from the outside world. No one's saying quiet on set, right? Um, no one's waiting for that moment for you to begin. Life is happening all around you. And that's one of the main differences between live theater and film. You don't get any second chances, but even more so for what I do, it's live to the moment and nothing scripted and rehearsed. So even though I commit daily to doing my walk and come up with material, it's all going to be new and it's all going to be different. But I can control my intentional thoughts that I have when I walk into it and then the rest of it just kind of goes from there. So, hey, hope you liked today's walk. Remember, you don't need the whole path today. You only need one step. Thanks for walking with me, and I'll see you tomorrow.